Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. When we last left off, we did the first race of the International GT Championship, and we ended up finishing third, which is certainly beyond expectation, and we got points, so we're sitting in third in the team point championship, which is making our chairman absolutely astounded because we told him we were going to finish 10th. So we are looking like miracle workers as far as that's concerned. We're working on an engine, and let's take a look, and we are working to get the car repair complete. Oh, it's Ib's birthday. Well, we'll get him a card. He's our backup driver. I don't, nope. That's your lot in life. All right, car repair is done. So the question is, do we want to continue to focus on improving the reliability of these parts, or do we shift our focus? Well, we definitely shift our focus to that engine or those brakes for sure. We need to get those up and running as soon as possible. And we've got a 67 and a 62 on the brakes. So those will be the first ones that we work on. Let's take a look at the engine. Let's also improve suspension, the spoiler, and that should be fine. We'll keep on working on that reliability, getting these parts up so, I was going to say Shen, so Enrica can, finish a race pretty well. At least that's the goal. As a matter of fact, we'll swap out and do that engine a bit. We'll just sort of top them off so we're not in danger of having to pit to repair. And that's going to be our biggest thing. We shall continue. Make sure that everything is topped off nice and neat. There's the engine design finish as well. All right, the upcoming race in Rio, 35% chance of rain. Interesting indeed. All right, so the engine design is done. New tour center, our marketability. We're definitely not the least, and sign some media-friendly drivers. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. All right, so 75 on the engine should be good. Let's work on improving that engine now. And those brakes are up to 62, which is pretty awesome. I definitely didn't expect that. Are there any other parts we could sort of top off above 70%-ish? So it looks like our gearbox here. And once that engine's done, we won't work on that 62 anymore. So that should be fine. Yeah, so let's go ahead and work on this engine as well then. Sweet. Well, I mean, 75. Let's work on those brakes. Sure. Just top them off before we travel to Rio de Janeiro. And we can fit those new brakes on the car for sure, which we are going to do. I don't know if we can finish 4th or above in qualifying and the race. So I'll stick with the 13th, the almost sure thing. And we need to get these parts on. So, looks like Falco will have these brakes. And Enrica, why you have to be made? My car should be better than Enrica's. It is. I mean, you've got the 670 brakes. She's got the 640 brakes. I mean, can you count? I don't think he can. All right, so 49%, I am not going to put that engine in the car. So 653, you got it, and you got it. Oh, now he's content. So he wanted the suspension with a little bit more reliability then. So reliability is a thing, but he'll have a lot better braking. Oh, and in fact, it looks like, yeah, that is not good at all. Interesting. So I'll work on those brakes when we get back for sure. Although, do I want to take a 4 for a 10% increase in reliability? I think I actually do. We'll take a little bit of hit to the brakes for a little bit more reliability. And that should be fine. I'm still not going to weight strip the car, but we're looking okay. So Ultras and Super Softs are going to be the name of the game when rain is not a thing. So I will see you after qualifying. Welcome back to Rio de Janeiro. Ladies and gentlemen, Enrica with the pole, Falco outside row 1. That was a pretty good Q3. It decided to rain in the middle just a little bit, but Falco ran just as fast on intermediate tires as he did on ultras, so he is a beast. But Laura came through in the clinch on those ultra tires, beating Falco by only a few hundredths of a second. So very, very close indeed. Car balance is pretty good. I think Enrica is like at a 97 or 98% on her car balance. So looking forward to this. No rain up through lap 5, and we're going to be the only ones up front on these super soft tires. The rest are going to be on the ultras that they used in Q2. So we can go a little bit further out. We can stretch this out, especially if the rain decides to come at like lap 6 or 7. We may be able to stretch these tires out so we make one less pit stop if these guys pit early. So that is the hope and goal. Only 8 laps are in the fuel tank here in Rio, and it's a 20-lap race. So definitely a 2-stop race for fuel, bare minimum. So here we go. Green flag is out. Lara and Falco set the pace, and they have really good cars. And like I said, the Ultra's tires behind them are wearing out very quickly. So even though they may have some breakneck speed to begin, old Cruz there, Cruz is not going to be able to hold, especially if Lara and Falco can hold right there on those tires. So as long as nothing bad happens, I don't want to speak evil into the world, but I'm feeling pretty good. If the rest of the year goes like this should be pretty good. I'm not pushing the engine due to the wear and tear. Nice pass by Falco to get into second place. And as far as Drivers' Championship is concerned, I'd like to see Falco ahead of Enrica, but if both of our cars are in the points, then that's really all that matters. We need to get as many points as we can here early in the season, because I don't know if, as they improve, will we be able to keep up with them. And I'm guessing it would be sort of like Formula One, where we would see the cars consistently getting points, continuing to get points. So any points we can snooker, even if we fall off later in the year, we're going to have a decent run in the standings, which is my hope. So we've tuned down to halfway. The Ultra tires are definitely almost chewed through. I'm expecting them to pit soon, and they have to at least pit past lap 16 if they don't want to have to pit another time for fuel. Either that or our fuel mileage is just so bad that we can squeeze only 8 laps of fuel out of it and they can squeeze 10 or 12. I mean, that could be a pretty big deal, saving yourself a pit stop. Looks like Lara is looking to the inside. A decent attempt there, but that switchback got her. And Falco holding station in 4th. And man, these tires are getting up some massive temperatures, aren't they? We're starting to get into the blister range. So we'll throttle back a bit. We'll see what they're doing. We're the only ones really laying back on these tires and conserving them. The rest of them, I think, are burning through. And we're going to see pit stops soon from them. Now, both tire wears are at 55%. Falco has a little bit less fuel in his tank, so it looks like Falco will be the first one on pit road. I don't know why Falco is using up all that gas, maybe in order to maintain his position. But either way, we're a lap shorter on Falco than Enrica, which, you know, that's good. We wanted to pit them a lap apart if they're going to be running nose to tail anyway. So it looks like Falco will be the first on pit road here in about 4 laps time. And I think these tires can last 4 laps. That way we don't have to pit solely for fuel. There we go. Leader is on pit road. Now, how is the weather looking? So no dampness coming. The track is continuing to gain grip as the race continues, which tells me no rain is in the forecast. So this next set of tires will definitely be super softs. And there goes Falco making a bold move inside for 3rd. And he doesn't really need to pass this guy now. He's pitting this time by. No need to really pressure yourself there, Falco. You don't need to get by El Sadat here because we are going to pass him right here. So 13 laps in the tank. We are definitely within a 2-stop for fuel. And the longer we can go in this run, the less fuel we have to take on our second pit stop, which is mitigating the time on pit road, and that's what it's all about. So I think we can hang out here for about, 2 or 3 laps. Car behind us is pitting. Looks like El Sadat is pitting. And Menzi shouldn't be too far behind. So we'll go a few more laps on these tires in clean air. 2 laps to go. Let's go ahead and turn up to neutral on Falco since he will have to pit soon. Enrica, I'm going to leave on the conservative because we need to go an extra lap with her on her tires. So Falco can burn through these tires just a little bit more than Enrica can. So we're coming around. We've got 2 laps in the tank now. So yeah, we'll go him around one more time, and then we will tell him to pit next time by. So we're going to stretch it out as much as we can. This will give us 11 laps. So that's only like a 3-lap fill-up on our last pit stop if we want to really bring it home nice and tight. So here we go. 31%. Okay, Falco, go ahead and push just a little bit, and I will turn Enrica up to a neutral. And once he passes pit road, we will tell him to pit next time by, next time by. Fresh super softs. We're going to fill you up completely. Parts are looking okay. The engine is meh. But we'll go with a nice balanced pit stop. So Falco will be pitting this time. No, you don't need any engine problems soon. Matter of fact, Falco, can you go low? To make sure that you can make it all the way around, that would be lovely indeed. And it may be the fact that he's pushing those tires really, really well. He's got half a lap of fuel. He's going to make it around. He will be fine and dandy. Let's go back to a medium. Falco will be on pit road. And Enrica will take the lead. And super softs there. Go ahead and fill up as much as you can. 14 seconds there. Pit. All right, go ahead and push these tires a bit. Falco is filling up. A nice solid pit stop. Down and away, and I know you're going through the tires, but that's fine. So Falco will come out 6th in front of this main pack, and he has tires, which is pretty excellent. And it looks like Crits is on the same strategy as Enrica. 8 seconds back, though, but she should be fine. Let's go ahead and turn to a neutral tire. Enrica on pit road. And does Crits go around again? That is interesting. Crits may be getting some better fuel mileage. So there goes Falco out, and Enrica sort of gets past, but she is in a group in the middle of all these burned up tires. So that should be fine. In fact, I think we can tell them to push. Well, I can tell Enrica to push, but not Falco. He's starting to get into blister zone. But we'll definitely go, we're within, 8 laps to go. Technically, if we wanted to, we could pit this time by and make it the rest of the way on fuel, but we'll stretch this out and see what happens here. We're surrounded by old and blistered tires, so as they struggle to get around us, they're going to be using up a lot of tire, and he is down to 1/2 of his Ultra Soft. And as long as Falco can keep him back there, he's going to be burning through those tires pretty quick. And Falco can just keep her steady and keep those tires under him. In fact, yeah, that car is actually coming to pit road this time. They can make it the rest of the way on fuel from here. The question is, what about their tires? So there we go, up to 1st and 3rd. No, Falco, we're going to ignore it for now. So Falco may have to come in to repair the engine, and that is going to be fairly costly. We'll turn him on a low engine mode just to be sure that we can make this last until the pit stops. That should be fine. Yeah, Falco, you're not going to get past Lara because Lara is okay on her part condition. So I don't know why Falco was so detrimental on the parts. But we've got 6 laps of fuel in the tank. You know what? Can we, just for giggles, really roll back and see if we can save? Yeah, we've got excess fuel. We don't need to come down again. So can we stretch out these tires? Hashimoto is 2 seconds back, but really coming. He's going to have to come on pit road. 4 laps to go, 5 in the tank. I know your parts are looking rough, Falco, but I think we can get... Oh, Falco has to come this time. All right, Falco, unfortunately... And do we waste time with tires? I don't think we do. We're not wasting time with fuel. We're just... Oh, 20 seconds. You got to be kidding me. We can go with a risky fast, 16 seconds. Because Falco is not going to finish this race. Not on 3%. Enrica, on the other hand, definitely can. So Falco, what you're going to do when you come out is you are just going to attack. All right, so a 20-second repair. This is going to be costly. Hopefully we can get some good engine repairs in here. All right, down and away. We didn't screw it up. But let's go to a high here. So with 3 laps to go, I know your tire temps are high, but you need to push here, Falco. Man, that bites. Lara, on the other hand, is on cruise control. I don't know if Falco can get himself back up into the points. That would be a tall order to do. We're going to push him for everything he's got, though, and try. But with 2 laps to go, Lara is in the catbird seat. 3.4 seconds back to cruise. And I think cruising is what Lara is going to do here. We're not even pushing the engine or the tires. Things are looking good. I don't know why Falco had such a bad time with that engine. But it looks like he's going to be mired. But it'll be a good points day. I would have liked to have both of the cars to score points. But Falco, or Enrica, took the pole. And it looks like Enrica is going to take the win. So, you know, more power to her for sure. And a lot of good team points. And this is actually Lara's fastest lap, or was going to be the fastest lap of the race. That is crazy talk. And there we go. Enrica Lara will get her win at Rio de Janeiro. And poor Falco, due to engine issues, is going to come around 16th, 15th, and actually get past for 16th right at the line. So we need to improve Falco's engine for sure. But I am not going to complain about a win from Lara, and that's actually going to get her up into the drivers' points as well. So for those drivers who have not scored points yet, Lara is going to pass all of them, and that is another race where our team scored some points for the Constructors' Championship. Really, really cool. Feeling pretty good about this whole International GT thing. So there is Lara with the pole position bonus, 2 extra points. Hammer gets the fastest lap. Lara with the win in International GT. So Lara is now only 2 points behind out of the Drivers' Championship. Falco is 10 out. And in Constructors, we're only 4 behind. I mean, that is pretty good. Now, the rest of this year, whenever they don't have to repair parts, it may be a different story, but I am liking how many points we are earning early this season. We need to continue on earning points as much as we can before the big-name teams consistently earn points and knock us down a few pegs. But good morale for Enrica. She is gaining some consistency. She's gaining some feedback. She gained some cornering and braking, and we came first. Can't argue with that. I think I will take the next level of sponsorship bonus on the next race, the 4th or better, I believe it is, while we can. Now, the next race is going to be Sydney. If we take a look at it, the race looks to be nice and clear. And we have soft tires, and Falco has that perk that soft tires wear more slowly. So that's going to really come into play, I think. How about our pit crew? Remove fatigued crew. So we've got a tire changer who is absolute junk and another tire changer who's absolute junk. He's not good at fixing things at all, but we do need to rest up our good pit crew. All right, let's take a look at our mail. Let's see. Yep, Enrica Lara, car condition, that's fine. Let's do an interview. What's my analysis? Spartan Sevilla. They got unlucky. Sophie is an excellent driver. And actually, she is. Holy crap. Look at her. Oh, man. The next 50 weeks, right? The next 50 weeks, she's able to talk to us. The tooltip is running off the screen. But that's something we can look forward to because, yeah, Enrica only wanted a very limited contract, just 1 year. And we're paying her nearly as much as that other lady. So I like that. That is pretty cool. All right, Lara wins the Rio de Janeiro GP. Looking at our sponsors, slot 1 is opening up this time. So I'm feeling pretty good about Sydney, but that will have to wait for the next episode. And that is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. For Motorsport Manager, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.